Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be decluttering some of my eyeshadow palettes. I don't have a goal of how many I want to declutter or anything like that. It's just something that I really need to do, would like to do. Before we get into it, please make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it while you watch it. Let's get into it. I do have these two, actually, the stuff that I'm going to be decluttering, I will be posting on my Poshmark, which I will have in the description box. Is just at rdloverbunny. I think it's at rdloverbunny. It's been a long time since I uploaded anything on Poshmark. But if you're interested, check the description box. I'll have everything listed on, I'll have like the details to my Poshmark, to my closet, and then I'll have the items that I'm decluttering on my closet for sale. Some stuff is lightly used, some stuff is not used at all. For example, these two, I know I'm going to definitely declutter. This is by Touch and Soul. This is the Fill Up Orange. This came in a boxy charm. It's absolutely gorgeous, but I know myself and I'm not going to be using this palette. I haven't swatched it. I haven't really touched anything from it, so I think I'm going to keep it as it is, and I will be posting that on Poshmark to sell that one. The same with this Cargo Cosmetics. It also came in a boxy charm, and it is the Nude Beach Eyeshadow Palette. Again, I haven't touched this one at all. It's very cool tone. It's kind of pretty. I kind of want to use it, but I know that I really don't need shades like this, so I'm going to go ahead and post this one on Poshmark, and I'm decluttering this one as well, obviously. Okay, now let's get into some of these items that are up on here. This is by Blink, came in a boxy charm as well. This is a beautiful palette. I do really enjoy it, but I haven't reached for it in a long time. It's absolutely stunning. But again, it's all shimmers. I haven't used it in a long time. I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. I don't think this one will make it on Poshmark because I had to repress this shade. This shade is chipped, so it's probably something that I'm going to just either throw out or see if my sister-in-law would like that one. I know I really enjoy all of my Anastasia palettes, and there's one of them in my everyday makeup drawer, the Soft Glam. I do like all of them, so all of these are staying. This one by Tart, I think I'm also gonna keep. I do really like this one. I do use it. This used to stay in my office at work, just in case like I'm running late at home and I need to do my makeup. I'll have something in the office, so that's staying as well. I don't remember what's in here. Oh, some Deep Potted shades. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. This one by Elf I'm keeping. Okay, let's do some of these over here by Too Faced. Too Faced Sweet Peach. This one has lived through a couple declutters. I do really like this palette, but I do have other palettes in my collection that I do like a little bit more. So this one I'm going to go ahead and finally declutter. I will be keeping the Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy. I haven't really played with it too much. It's kind of on the newish side. I'm also going to be keeping the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. I do like this one as well, so I'm keeping this one. Next I have the Chocolate Bar by Too Faced. I did recently play with this one and I did really like it, but again, like this is something that, I mean, I have those shades in other palettes. I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. Again, there's nothing really wrong with it. It still performs beautifully. It is a beautiful palette, but I'm going to pass that along. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, the Instant Eye Palette. I'm going to go ahead and keep that one. I do really enjoy it. I have here the Urban Decay Naked. It's still one of my favorite palettes, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. I think the only one from the Urban Decay line that I'm going to declutter, I'm keeping the Heat. I do really like it. I really like the Honey, and I really like the Cherry. So I'm keeping these three. I guess the only one that I'm going to get rid of from the Urban Decay line would be this one, Urban Decay Smoky Palette. A lot of these shades I've never really touched. It's just not something I've been reaching for at all. I did really like it when I first got it. I like to look at it, but I haven't really used it. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter that one. Okay, let's see here. I do have pretty much all of my Makeup Geek shades, so I'm keeping those. This BH Cosmetics Desert Oasis palette, it's a beautiful palette. I do really like it, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. I think it was on sale recently at Ulta for like $3. I don't think they have it anymore. And this is another like self-made palette. These are Sydney Grace shades, and some of these were older elf shades. Can't remember what those are. Oh, Urban Decay. Just some self-made palette. I do really like this one. From Urban Decay, I have the Born to Run. This is a really beautiful palette. Keeping that. Persona Identity, one of my favorite palettes. I do like it, and I'm keeping it. These two are by Dominique Cosmetics. One is the Latte and one is the Celestial Storm. Both I do really, really like, and I'm keeping both. Seems like I'm keeping more than I'm decluttering, but it's okay. I had no goal. Mercury Retrograde, this was a gift from my friend Valerie. And then the Huda Beauty, this is the Desert Dusk. Oh, it's a beautiful palette. I don't know why I haven't played with it in a while. I need to pull it in. So these I will be keeping. Okay, here's one that I think I'm gonna declutter. I will declutter. This is the Nars Hot Nights palette. 4 eyeshadows, bronzer, and a highlight. I really like the bronzer. I really like the highlight. The shadows are a little too subtle. They're really pretty. The formula is really good, but they're just a little too subtle. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. Let's see, I do have the Huda Beauty Nude Rich palette. I do really like this one. I'm keeping this one. This is one that I think I might declutter. This is the Mauve Obsessions by Huda Beauty. It's been a long time since I played with this one. Maybe I'll keep it and give it another shot. I don't remember what I thought of it. Next in here is the Narcissist palette. This is the Wanted. Oh, the formula of this one is totally different than the Hot Nights. I do really like this one. This one is one that I'm gonna keep. Ooh, it's turning into a little bit of a struggle over here. Okay, we have Viseart Theory. Which theory is this? Theory 2 Minx 17K. This is a really pretty palette. I haven't used it in a while. I need to play with it. I do really like the formula of the Viseart palettes. We have Bare Minerals. This is the Bare Neutrals. It's a really pretty palette. I enjoyed traveling with it quite a bit. But I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. The formula is amazing. I just haven't been traveling, and it's time to let it go. So I'm going to declutter that one. Pretty Vulgar. The Nightingale eyeshadow palette, another really beautiful palette, really cool tone. I think since I'm decluttering both that Cargo palette and the Smoky palette, that I'm going to keep this one. This is probably the only cool tone palettes I have. So this one is going to stay. Glamour Cosmetics, this is another really beautiful palette, but I think this one is, I'm going to declutter this. I think this came in a BoxyCharm. This is the volume 1. I have these shades in other palettes. These are definitely I have in other palettes. It's a really beautiful palette, and the formula is pretty nice, but I don't really need it. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter that one. Tartlet in Bloom. This has been on my shopping list for a while. I think I'm going to go ahead and let it go finally. There's a lot of these shades I haven't used. Just the formula of this one is a little bit drier than the formula in this one. Nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful palette, but I think I'm going to go ahead and let it go. I still got the box. Next in here is the Just Peachy mattes by Too Faced. I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one as well. It's a really pretty palette. The formula is really nice. I really don't need it with everything that I have. Okay, there's a couple more in here. The Tart Clay Play Volume 1. Was it Volume 1? I do really like this one, so this one I'm keeping. And And I have the Too Faced Gingerbread Cookie. I do really like this one as well. I really like the bronzer that's in here, but I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. I don't need a bronzer in a palette like this when I have so many bronzers in my collection. So I'm going to go ahead and let go of that one. The Zodiac Palette by ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. I don't know if this is still the original shades. I kind of tend to move my shades around in these palettes because I can. I think this is one that I'm going to hold on to for a little bit longer. Okay, I have a couple more tucked in back here, so let's talk about these. Okay, I do have Smashbox, 2 by Smashbox, and I think I'm going to declutter both of them. I did recently have one of them in Shop My Stash. Well, not recently, it's been a while. I had this one, and it was a really nice palette. I did really like it, but I don't really need it. And the same with this one. I do have those tones in other palettes and other formulas, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter both. One is in the Sultry Eye Palette, and the other one is the Ablaze Eye Palette. So both of these I'm going to let go of. The Saharan by Juvia's. I think this was my first Juvia's Place palette, and I do really like this one. It's probably my favorite still from them, so I'm keeping this one. I do have Milani Most Loved Mattes, which I haven't used yet, or maybe I used it. I do want to keep it. I do want to play with it. A lot of people love that palette. Glam Light Street Taco. This is such an adorable palette. I'm going to go ahead and keep this one as well. And then Urban Decay Moon Dust. Oh, my camera cut me off. But this is a palette that I do like to reach for when I want to use some eyeshadow topper shades like these. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one as well. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next drawer. That one is going to be a little bit harder because it has a lot of the palettes I do really like, but hopefully we can get a couple out. Okay, here we are, the second eyeshadow palette drawer. This is really heavy. I need to get rid of some stuff from in here. The first one that I know I'm going to get rid of is the e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadow Palette in Hot Jalapeno. I don't like the formula of this one as much as I like the other one, which was the Pumpkin Pie. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. It's a little tiny thing. I'll probably give it to my niece. I think these Natasha Denonas, I do like these two. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. This is the Mini Lila. Yeah, Mini Lila palette. I do really like it, but again, these are kind of shades that I do have in other palettes, so I don't mind letting go of this one, and these I'm keeping. Warrior 2 by Juvia's Place. I think it's time to let this guy go. It's a really nice palette. I do really like the formula, but I just don't reach for it so much. It doesn't excite me so much. It just yeah, sitting there. I would rather give it to someone or pass it on or something, or sell it if I could. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. These are gonna be hard. This Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity I'm gonna go ahead and keep. I'm definitely keeping the Hocus Pocus Gather Round Sisters, keeping that. Okay. This is difficult over here. I know these Pat McGrath palettes, I do really like all three of them. My favorite has always been the Mothership 5, a beautiful palette. I haven't really, I mean, it's been a while since I played with this one, and I should for how much I spent on it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. I kind of thought maybe I would declutter a couple of these. I don't know. If I were to get rid of a couple of these, I think I will go ahead and get rid of this one. Let me go ahead and open these all of them together. These are all by Pat McGrath. This is like a cooler tone one. I don't have too many cool tones, so I'm going to keep this one for sure. Let's see. I mean, they're beautiful palettes. This is the red and green one. I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. I know, right? I never thought I would ever declutter these. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. This is the Bronze Temptation Mothership Sublime. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one, and I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one as well. The reason why is the Celestial Divinity, I think it has similar shades. Maybe. Let me pull it up. No, it does not. Well, kinda. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and declutter this one actually. And this is the Metamorphosis, and then I think I'm gonna keep this one, the Mothership Sublime, the Bronze Temptation. It's kind of hard to let go of them. I spent a lot of money on them. I do really like this one, so yeah, I do really like this one. Very neutral. And then this last one is a very nice complementary one to the Mothership one, like the big Mothership one. Oops, 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 oops. It's really pretty palette. I'm keeping this one. Okay, let's see. Natasha Denona. These are Natasha Denona, right? All four. Yep, Natasha Denona Sunrise, Bronze, Gold, and Sunset. I do like all of these. I'm keeping these. And I'm definitely keeping my Lime Crime Venus 3. And then the Venus XL, I'm keeping these. I do really like them. And I kind of feel like maybe I do not want to separate these, so I'm just going to stain. I know, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate in the comments, but you did not spend your money on it. I did. So some people will understand, some people are just gonna hate. Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Glamour Muse. I need to play with it again. I need to. I have to. I remember when I first played with it, I didn't really like it, but I have to play with it again. Yeah, I have to do that. So I'm keeping that. This is, it says Makeup Geek in Target, but I actually depotted the shades that were in here and I put different shades because I put all my Makeup Geeks in one palette. Oh my goodness, this is like shattered. Okay. A little bit damaged. Am I gonna really reach for this one? Probably not. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. It's not Makeup Geek, some other brand. I can't remember what. The Fenty palettes, I do like both of these. I have the 3 and the 4. I do like both, so I'm going to go ahead and keep both. These, I absolutely love Dose of Colors formula. Blushing Berries I'm keeping. This one, Friendcation, I'm keeping. Oh, this is the most adorable palette by like the mini one. I'm keeping this one. This is Full Moon Palette, Orb of Light. Oh my god, I love this palette. I haven't played with it in a while. I need to. This excites me. Very similar to the Juvia's Place, but I do like this formula a lot better. And this is by Huda Beauty, and this is the only one by Huda that I have, and I do really like those colors. So this is something I'm keeping as well. I know, I'm not the best declutterer, but whatever. Grind by NYX. This has survived a couple of declutters. I think it's time to let it go. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. I do really like it, but again, I do have these shades by other brands. Not that I like them more or anything like that. It's just one a little bit older, and I've definitely got my money's worth out of it. So I'm gonna declutter this one. It's got like some dirt in here. Nabla. This is the Cutie palette. I do really like this, so I'm keeping that. Couple by ColourPop. This is a Golden State of Mind. Last time I did the declutter, I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep it. I don't know what I think about it. I think I like it. I haven't used a lot of the shades, but again, here we are. I haven't used a lot of these shades, so I think it's time to let it go. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. Butter Me Up by ColourPop I'm keeping. A Flutter I'm keeping. Give It To Me Straight I'm also keeping. Dream Street, which is my make on Dream Street. I had combined a couple palettes I'm keeping, and It's My Pleasure I'm keeping. Like Lime Crime Prelude, Chrome. Yeah, I'm keeping this one as well. This is beautiful palette. I'm telling you, this is difficult. Melt Cosmetic Crust Gemini and She's in Parties. I'm keeping all 3. Really beautiful palettes. Okay, let's figure this out. By Makeup Revolution. I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. This is the Reloaded Neutrals 3. I'm gonna declutter that. I think out of these two, I'm gonna go ahead and keep the new classics. I'm gonna declutter the All of Opposites Attract. Yeah, so these two I'm gonna get rid of. Oh, here we go. Here's some stuff that might have to go. Here's what we have. We have Kat Von D, the Tenure Anniversary Palette. It's a beautiful palette. The design on here is beautiful, but I haven't used it. And I've been holding on to it just because it's beautiful. I mean, look at that packaging. Oh, could you even see? Here's what it looks like. I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. Masquerade by Juvia's. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. The shades that are in the Pat McGrath palettes that are like colorful like this, I do like them, and this is just massive. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Queen Supreme by MAC. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one as well. It's pretty, really pretty highlight. A lot of shimmers in here, no mattes though. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that. Revolution, the Emily Edit the Wands. I kept it last time because I was like, oh, I haven't used it, I want to use it. So I haven't. It's time to let it go. I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. Carly Bible, BH Cosmetics. Oh, so I love this palette. It's really beautiful. But I'm going to go ahead and let it go. It's I've enjoyed it enough. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on. I think my sister-in-law would really love this one. Ooh, I like this one. This one's staying. This is the Morphe 35N. Yep, that's my favorite Morphe palette. I declared all of the rest, so this one is staying. And then the Morphe Jaclyn Hill. I do really like this one as well, so this one is staying. I do have a couple palettes located some other place, so I'm going to go ahead and bring these over and then I'll talk about them. Okay, so this is how you know I'm a makeup hoarder. Yeah, this is gotta go. This is the Too Faced Love Letter or Love Palette. It's so pretty. I couldn't let go of it, but it's time to let it go. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. These were in a separate drawer waiting for a declutter. So Too Faced, The Return of Sexy. Again, I gotta declutter this guy. It's really pretty. BH Cosmetics Glam Reflections. This is such a beautiful palette. But I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. At this point, it's a little bit old. Probably going straight into the trash. And then the Morphe palette. This is the 35 OS. This is all shimmer palette. I'm also gonna go ahead and declutter this one. This is it. These are all the eyeshadow palettes I'm gonna be decluttering. How many? We have 1, 2, 31. So I am gonna get rid of 31 palettes. Again, if you're interested, please go ahead and check out my Poshmark. These will be listed on there for sale, or some of them will be there on sale. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I don't know how many palettes I have remaining. I think I was at 110 palettes, maybe a little bit less. So minus 30, maybe I still have 60 palettes. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 70. Anyways, thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.